Hello everyone, this is That One Gamer Swag. We're going to be jumping in to the Red Dead Redemption 2 official trailer number 2. Why am I doing this when this has already been released a couple months ago? Well, I'm just going to give my opinions towards the trailer, and then I'm going to give my opinions towards the actual game, what we're going to see, and we'll do some little bit of research together as well so we can take a look at what's going on. Alright, let's jump into it.
You got some money for me, boy? I seen your name in our ledger.
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
Maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black on your behalf. We got lawmen in 3 different states after us. They chased us from the west, they chased us over the mountains. Open it up!
We'll need an extra gun.
This place ain't no such thing as civilized.
You're the only one of these fools that I trust.
Where's our money?
Do you have my back?
Always, Dutch.
Product not yet rated.
Clearly the game is not, released in spring. It actually got moved up to October. Um, this game, I really want it to be something great. I want it to be something awesome. I know you do too. For all you Red Dead fans out there, this game is my favorite fucking game of all fucking time. And one thing that has come to my mind is microtransactions. So,
There are thousands of variables that could impact someone's health. The promise of data analytics today is we now have all those variables. It's a
Now, you really differentiate this quarter between GTA Online and GTA, and the percentages are pretty amazing of online. This is happening way too fast for most people.
It's amazing what's happened with Grand Theft Auto 5. We've sold in 85 million units, and we're having another record year with Grand Theft Auto Online, which, as you know, was not our expectation. 4 years after initial release.
So if you're unaware of who this Strauss Zelnick is, he's the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, the parent company, or, well, the owner of Rockstar Games and 2K Games. It was only just recently that Mr. Zelnick revealed all future games coming from them would feature some type of microtransaction model, all but confirming the obvious that Red Dead Redemption 2 would have microtransactions. This is the same guy who also said earlier this year, quote unquote, "We are convinced that we are probably from an industry view under monetizing on a per user basis. There's wood to chop because I think we can do more, and we could do more without interfering with our strategy of being the most creative and our ethical approach, which is delighting consumers. We're not going to grab the last nickel." Now that would be perfectly fine, that statement, well, the latter part, because Take-Two has not under-monetized on Grand Theft Auto Online or any of their games. They have made billions and billions of dollars just from microtransactions, and if you're telling me all of their games have delighted consumers, you're lying to yourself. And yes, I'm pointing my finger right now at NBA 2K18, which is one of the most atrocious examples of pay-to-win microtransactions as of late, besides, EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Need for Speed Payback.
okay, so this YouTuber, I'm just gonna make sure I, put their names in the. His name is Legacy Killer HD, just so you guys know. Now my understanding of microtransactions, I've played Battlefront, the first one and the second one. I honestly, if you were to put a what you like to dislike ratio, in my opinion, I believe the first Battlefront did significantly better than the second one. Now, my reasons for it are this. Battlefront 2, you initially get into the game and you are introduced by these loot crates. The loot crate system is a little bit stupid because not only do you receive less like money, or it's pronounced like CE or something, whatever. Um, you receive a lot less, and it's not based on performance like it was based like on the first Battlefront. Because in the first Battlefront, I would do hella well, and I would get rewarded because of my skill. Um, in the second one, it's not fun because it's class based, and I know it's not necessarily because it's class based, because I know the original Battlefront was class based, and the first Battlefront that was, on the next gen, that obviously wasn't, class based at all either. But what I'm saying is, um, when it came to playing this Battlefront 2, it should have been initially, I should have all the set abilities that I could possibly already choose from, or get them by leveling up, like just by getting a progression bar based on your performance. And it's not based on your performance, it's based on just how many matches you play. And if you keep just playing more than the average like player, or like, someone who doesn't really have time to play video games, you're obviously going to have significantly more of an edge. But in that perspective, someone who has a lot of money, or who doesn't have a lot of time to play the game, is just, you can buy a bunch of the loot crates to, I guess, progress in the game, to unlock all the stupid little cards or star cards to make um, your class level up. And that leveling up system is really stupid. In order to even get it up to a higher rank, they should have just kept it to a simple just XP bar grind that you just keep getting after playing matches, simple as that. And they should have kept the amount of credits you earn per game based on the first Battlefront, because it's based off of performance, instead of getting a measly just 150 credits, and you have to play like 20 matches just to get 1,000, which is ridiculous. Anyways, how does this tie into Red Dead? Now, we don't know exactly what it's gonna be like microtransaction wise. All I can assume is that when it came to the first Red Dead, we do know that you had outfits. In the second, no, not in the second. In the story mode, you had skins and outfits. I'm sure they're gonna carry that over to the second Red Dead, because now you'll be able to customize your player, like the kind of outlaw that you want to be. Um, I know that when it came to grinding, it was mainly just do a bunch of the little mini missions that were around the free roam, and you can grind to unlock new outlaws to play as. They had DLC packs, and they were amazing DLC packs, because you get to play as like John Marston. You can play as zombies. You can grind. Like the grinding was fairly easy, and it was fairly hard. Um, it was a really great game. I love fucking Red Dead. um, but the thing that's gonna worry me the most in Red Dead 2, what I think could destroy it, is don't keep don't take any ideas from GTA. Don't move anything from GTA to Red Dead, because GTA's microtransactions are complete bullshit. I hate having to grind $1 million to spend on like a fucking paint job on a damn car at Benny's, which is ridiculous. And I hate having to like grind so much to get such little in return. If you understand that, or have played GTA, you guys understand the grind for that. Um, I don't want any of that kind of nonsense being carried over to this Red Dead. What they should do is just keep the original Red Dead and just make it a newer version, like how they're doing it right now, like this new story and everything. But the same concept, as in mechanics, like the shooting mechanic, I think was perfect. Take off that casual aim assist, because that was atrocious, and it was a lot of hackers that were using that. I'm talking from like experience, because I played this game a shit ton, and playing a lot of ranked with this. Anyways, let me get to the point here. Let's stay on topic. Um, there needs to be a simple. So if the currency in Red Dead is gonna be something like GTA, I really don't want it to be like, oh, if you want to get this new horse, it's not an XP grind that you need to worry about. It's a money grind, and you need to do missions in order to get this horse. And now you gotta do missions to go get enough money to go get this, and get money to go ahead and go get this, and then get this, and get this. I just want to keep it to a basic XP grind. Honestly, that's just what I loved about it, and it was simple and it was easy. Um, Now I'm not saying I don't want a challenge, but if I have to have all that effort of wanting to grind for something that's hard to get, just be wiped away because someone just bought it with some stupid $30, I find it kind of bullshit because then that's just the same thing as GTA, and I don't want any of that any kind of pay to win attitude in Red Dead Redemption 2. That's something that I honestly want to stay away from. Like Star Wars Battlefront 2, it wasn't as much as people complained about microtransactions in that game. Um, if you want to take it from a competitive standpoint, um, yeah, there is literally only a few cards in the game that even are worth using, and there's only like what several cards for like heroes that are even worth using. Not all the star cards are going to be good, and on top of that, most of the classes in the game are just irrelevant to use. Like you don't even need to use a sniper class at all because most of the time you're playing with like what 16 like 24 other players in one game, and no one's going to be there calling out people for you, and there's no in-game chat. You have to form party chat, by the way. um it's a flawed kind of system in my opinion, but anyways, back to Red Dead. Microtransactions, the only way I can see it affecting the mechanics and gameplay is as far as if I have a weapon that is really good and then they add some kind of upgrade mechanic and you have to pay money to upgrade or you have to pay money to make your gun look cooler. That's stupid. Keep that out of the game. I want it all just to be XP grind. If I have to get any kind of if I have to unlock any kind of weapon, if I have to unlock some kind of skin for my weapon, if I have to unlock a new character, if I need a prestige to get a new character, so be it. Keep it to that same mechanic of doing the XP grind. That's all all it should be. The only thing I just don't want to happen is that if there's this roadblock in front of me that I can't get past because it has to be a microtransaction, then I at least want it to be a doable like grind. Like I want it to be realistic, not like that Destiny bullshit, unrealistic grinding garbage that takes months to do. I'm talking about like I will get there eventually, and I'm sure to get there, and it's not based off a chance. I want to be able to get from level 1 to level 50 without having to deal with a single microtransaction in the game. Nor do I want it to be where if I'm grinding at least for that set amount of time, it shouldn't take me like 2 or 3 months to get to like 1 to 50 without prestiging at least one time. Competitive aspect, like I said, it's like the only thing I can see microtransactions really doing in Red Dead, in my eyes, is just skins and like something is just necessities that are just not necessarily like I guess apparent. Like if you just want to like change your hat or clothing, I can only see this microtransaction thing being like in clothing and stuff like that. Um, I don't know if there's gonna be cars that you can drive or anything, but as far as I know, yeah, Red Dead. I really hoping Rockstar knows what they're doing with this game. I really want this to be a great game because this is going to be my most played game of 2018. Is as long as they do it right from the original Red Dead. If you guys are with me on this, awesome. If you have feedback you want to give me on this, even better. I'm just giving my opinion of what I believe microtransaction is actually going to be in the game. And again, this is Legacy Killer HD's channel. I'm just looking at his video just to get some feedback on like what he thinks. Might as well subscribe too. I don't know why I haven't subscribed yet. So this is like my first review of all time. I'm obviously not a pro at this, but I will give you some really good feedback. If you have any questions about like game reviews or anything in general, even if it's a game I haven't really played, I'm honestly not going to give feedback on games I really haven't played yet, but obviously we haven't even played Red Dead 2 either, right? But if you have played the original one, I want to just roll my 2 cents into what I think should be in the game at least. So yeah. If you guys have any feedback, if you guys have any questions, comments down below, just go ahead and leave that. And this is a YouTuber here. Call me Nolan if you want. But my YouTube is That One Gamer Swag. I'll just show you right here. That One Gamer Swag. Yes, I did put numbers in my name. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!